All right, guys. So, quick little update on what's going on with this Chrysler 300. Once again, this is coming from Colorado. We're in Louisville, Kentucky. Highly, highly, highly appreciate the trust that this customer has put upon us. With this vehicle, as you guys can see, we have the engine out of here. Here we have the engine with the heads off. And let me just walk you through everything that we did and where we're currently at with this diagnostic. So let's start off with the headers. Let me show you guys. So good thing to do is to check the condition of every single cylinder, and you can check them through here as well. So this car had smoking issues. As you can see, fairly clean, and then you get here. Something's going on. Very oily inside of there. And then we come over here. These are the cylinder heads. One thing that we noticed, so this would be cylinder number 8. As you can see, a little bit of oil right there. Not good. So we're like, okay, maybe we're getting closer to find what the issue is. But yeah, you can definitely see how this is much cleaner compared to the others. So that's pretty much a dead cylinder right there. And by dead, I mean there was no uh, combustion going on inside of there. So more than likely, cylinder is this clean. This would be cylinder 8, which is that one over there, the one that was clean, and the same one over here, the one that had oil in it. So there's a few things that could be going on right here. First of all, it could be a coil pack. You know, you're getting straight gas but no ignition. No combustion, meaning the fuel is just cleaning the piston. Whereas in these, you're actually having that spark, and you're having that little combustion in there. But then we get to checking this, and it had a bit of oil in there. And let me just show you guys this real quick. Oh, good. So there's a few things that could be going on right here. Like I said, this is us without doing any. This, what I'm saying right now, could be incorrect. Just kind of speaking my mind on what could be the issue. Here, when you have movement like this on the piston, wow. And come over here to this one, just to show you guys, not all of them should do that. Or at least not that much. There should be a little movement, but this much will allow oil to go through the piston rings and causing it to smoke. But yeah, we're gonna get to tearing this down a little more, check out the condition of the piston rings and everything, and then yeah, go from there. Keep you guys updated on what's going on. This engine definitely has a fair amount of money spent into it, so we're trying to do everything on our end to get it back in optimal performance. We're talking ARP head studs. It has a nice cam in there. In the bottom, it has these are all aftermarket pistons, aftermarket rods, ARP bolts all on the bottom end. You name it, this car has it. But yeah, we're gonna get to tearing this down and then keep you guys updated on what's going on. All right, so now that we have everything fully taken apart, fully torn down, we have everything nicely laid out. You got your bearings, your piston, your bearings, what the hell? I can't talk right now. Your bearings, your lifters, your pistons, your cam, and your crank, and the block. We'll get more in depth on what's going on over here. Damn, feel like I can't talk today. Holy shit. But yeah, guys, so like I said, when we were tearing everything down, everything seemed to point at this guy right here, cylinder number 8. This is piston on cylinder number 8. So the car was smoking, and there was a little bit of play, on the piston. You should have minimal, you know, because it's not a full seal, or therefore, you know, there's no lubrication on the ring gaps. You do need a tiny little gap on there. But when we took piston number 8 out, it just literally slipped out. That should not happen. There's two things that could be going on right there. So either the bore, it was bored out too much, or bored out unevenly, where cylinder 8 was bored out more than the rest, or we were having issues with either the piston or the piston rings. But yeah, once we took everything apart, like I said, cylinder 8 had a little bit of oil in there. So we got back over here and we're like, okay, you know, checking everything. We get to checking the ring gaps. This is how the ring gap is on all the other ones. Then you come over here. Holy moly, that is a very big difference. So that means that this was actually gapped way too much, allowing oil to go through there, meaning the gap was so big that no compression. So the oil was going through there, coming out the exhaust, smoking. And, you know, when you build an engine like this is a fully built engine, man. It's unfortunate that it wasn't put together as it should have been the first time, but there is some money in this engine. There's very good parts in here. And like I said, when you're doing a build like this is pretty much a race engine. You're in that territory where, you know, everything matters. Not everything is stock on this engine. And yeah, moving forward, gonna get the board checked out on all the cylinders. Obviously, we're gonna need new piston rings. I would highly recommend new pistons. That's not really even an option. As you guys can see, when we put an engine together here at the shop, we like to have the peace of mind that everything is at 100%. So we're also probably going to do an oil pump, because there was a little bit of debris in the oil pickup tube. We don't know if the oil pump has taken any damage or anything, or if anything is stuck inside of there preventing, you know, the oil pump to work at 100%. So we're going to take all the measures to make sure that this is working 100%, especially when, you know, an oil pump, a good oil pump, you're maybe looking at $250 on the high end. For $250, we're not gonna run the chances of a $10,000–$15,000 engine, you know, going bad. So one thing, I don't know if I mentioned that this is a Texas Speed Stage 4. So, you know, the brand, I mean, not the brand, and I think this is actually Stage 4, and I think the B is for boosted. Don't quote me on that, but, you know, we work with Texas Speed quite a lot, and I believe that's what it stands for. But yeah, guys, this is pretty much the full teardown on why everything that happened. So now we're ready to get this rebuild going, get a quote together on parts, and then see what it is exactly that we need, get everything sent off to the machine shop. Got the CTSV here and a 73 Corvette over there. We're gonna get these heads checked out. Probably don't need to mill them, but I will check them out and also check the valves, because this is cylinder 8. You see all that oil right there? None of the other ones have oil in there. Why? Because all the other ones are gapped correctly. But yeah, guys, if you guys want more like in-depth, more educational videos, you could say, on how everything works, pretty much a teardown and rebuild process of these engines, let us know. We also have this Texas Speed fully, well, I wouldn't say fully built, you know, it has Hellcat lifters, brand new oil pump, your whole timing kit, but this isn't boosted or anything, no pistons or nothing. It needs pistons, but we're not there yet. But yeah, guys, follow us for more content like this. Comment, subscribe, let us know what you want to see. We have a lot of cars here at the shop, a lot of content. I know there's a lot of guys out there that kind of like watching this type of stuff. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching.